Friends, are you very busy? Are you occupied since the moment you wake up until the last moments facing your bed? Are you exhausted enough to call your life complete, functional, and at times perfect? Do you have even just a few moments to seek God and feel His companionship to you within the 24 hours of life's utilization that you have for each day? Well, this online program will just remind you that your Creator, Savior, Lord, Defender, and Friend, Jesus Christ, deserve even just 7 minutes of your 24 hours for Him to guide and inspire you each day. Well, spare a moment and link with God. It's our greatest chance to make things right. Almost 1 month in hospitalization. Almost 30 days of solving different medical conditions. Almost 720 hours of clinical observation and symptom intervention. Almost 43,200 minutes of crossing different healthcare departments and services. Almost 2,592,000 seconds of going to and fro in the white halls of a hospital. Friends, here are my realizations. I will personally bring you to a journey that helped me realize the realities of life en route to my great and worst experiences as a primary watcher and caregiver to a family member who has been in and out of clinical admission. Let us put God into the equation and prove the mantra, experience is the best teacher, as we will have another 7 minutes with God in an ongoing True to Life series entitled Realizations from the White Hall. This is the first offering, and the title is The Golden Rule Happened. Once again, this is your online inspirational evangelist, Brother Noy Gonzaga, a mentor, a son, a brother, a husband, a friend, bringing to you True to Life devotionals based on personal experiences. Let us open our realization with a verse in the Bible found in Luke 6:31, and it says, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you." This is a verse that preceded the much-known Golden Rule written by Confucius, a Chinese philosopher who is one of the greatest in terms of philosophical domain, and one of the greatest unwritten rule that gives order and justice to every occurrences in this world, where we are talking about the Golden Rule. For almost 24 days, I have been walking north, south, east, west, and even vertically in the hospital. Meaning, I do processes, I do businesses, I do communicative necessities, and at some points, I do compromises. First, I went to the canteen, very emotionally drained the past few days, and a person at the cashier noticed and beamed with a great smile on me and said, "Sir, you seem to be very exhausted. Why not take a seat and wait for me there at the corner?" She then processed a meal and then gave it to me free and had me eat in a secluded area in the canteen. I never mentioned anything, but this person knew what is going on. Second, I went to the triage area for qualification of entry to the hospital. I was supposed to fill up one back-to-back document to signify health viability amidst the pandemic protocol. But a voice from the inner window said, "Sir, just answer my questions and I will be the one to fill that up for you." So I answered several questions without doing anything, and I just signed at the end, preserving much needed energy and optical strain. Again, I did not wish for such a special consideration or treatment. But that person inside the window willingly offered the much needed consideration. Third, I went to the nursing station to facilitate transfer of my patient from one room to another for necessitated reasons, and I was informed that the process is tedious. But the other person or another person walked directly to me and said, "Sir, our unit is very willing to house your patient. If you will decide to transfer, I can do all the necessary procedures and you will just wait for my go signal to transfer and relocate your patient." Again, I never asked expedition from that nurse, but she did everything to make the transfer necessary, with me rested for a much needed time. The same process happened in a separate admission from one unit to another, and this time it was a male nurse who did the unasked favor of facilitation. Fourth, I need an ICU room post-surgery for the observation of my patient, and it will take another tedious and strenuous process to do so. Well, I have to brace up myself for this again. But after 30 minutes of preparation, I received a call from the head of the department that we were already reserved a room at the ICU, and that call came from a person with high calling in that unit. Again, I did not ask for such a speedy response to my obligation, but a nurse, tried to make things happen for me. Fifth, I have chills thinking that a loved one, a family member will be under the knife at the operating room and we need updates. But how? Well, my wife is also connected to the operating room, but I ask her not to be in the case as logic and focus is compromised when you are related to the patient on the table. So when we are brainstorming as to how we will have a blow-by-blow update, a nurse came to us and said, "Mom and sir, we will be there for the case. We will update you in real time what is going on and some other facts that you want to know." Again, I was astonished as I never asked for those special accommodations, but we were accommodated with cordial offers. In our 24 hours or 24 days of stay and counting in the white halls of that hospital, many more people signified to make our works easy, to fractionally unburden us with some of our responsibilities. That is one thing I subjected to a personal realization. Who are these people? Who are they that made my life easy? Friends, a stunning reality faced me and caused my tears to drip out in a slow motion manner from the inner cantos of my eyes to the unlubricated skin of my face. Well, finally I came to know their identity. They were all my former students at the school where I am still presently teaching. And of course, in as much as I wanted to mention the school, I cannot, because I was not able to secure permission to publicize its identity. Again, all these people that made my work easy, they were my former students. I went back to them one by one and asked them how are they in their workplace now? How are they in their jobs in a common hospital? Then they said, "Sir, we are not really receiving much, but we are enjoying our works and loving our professional calling and professional environment. And that is because you played a great role not only in educating us academically, but in bringing our minds to the real world when we were still sitting like innocent individuals in your class." They further said, "Your identical method of teaching us to really connect with another human, connect with our target population, with our subordinates, with our customers, obviously gave us the advantage as compared to the people who are struggling to stay focused and composed in these catastrophic times." Then after those attributions, we remember the funny times in class, the great moments in the school, and the camaraderie that we have even beyond the doors of the classroom. I was once questioned, why are you not giving a distinctive line between you and the students? Later, this question was relegated to a mere interrogation such as, why is Mr. Gonzaga practicing over-familiarity? Well, if over-familiarity resulted to the great experiences that I have with the people I met with in the White Halls these last few days, then I guess over-familiarity just mean making them your family. The question I will return to these people asking me, this question is, why are you practicing under familiarity? such that when your subordinates are already independent, they would rather wish not to see you again, or if inevitable, they will hide from you when you will have the chance to meet. Jesus practiced over familiarity. He eats with common people. He rides the boat with common fishermen. He joins church with common temple visitors. He even attends weddings, funerals, and other parties with common population and calls some of them his brother, his distant friends, his half-brothers and sisters. If God can establish a relationship like this, especially to the people we influence, we interact, and we salute, why can't we? Again, the question is, why can't we? These realizations flourish a conclusion in my heart that loving my students and making them my family more than a student I can pass or fail in my class give me the chance to experience the retaliation of the hearts that I have touched, of the souls that I have warmed, and of the brains that I have helped flourish. Today, my realization is simple. Let us be like Jesus, wanting to make everyone functionally and equally treated in their course of meeting the Master. My realization further evolved that let us stop being Pharisees and Sadducees wherein we feel our rank deserves a distance, a separation we misinterpreted as respect. Because if Jesus don't create lines, then who are we reflecting with our actions? Well, let me conclude this devotional with a great and powerful saying from Confucius. Do unto others what you want others done to you. A saying fortified and supported by Luke 6:31 in the Holy Bible. I hope my realizations from the white holes nourished your souls with great lessons that will help us more move closer to God. This is the 7 Minutes with God Inspirational Devotionals, and this is still Brother Noy Gonzaga saying, yes, dear friends, the golden rule happened.